Good morning, good afternoon, evening. Welcome back to Metroid. As I promised last time, I'm going to tell another story about my history with Metroid. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. But I have another Metroid story. And it's actually the story of my first time playing Metroid. But first, let me just get past this one area. See, this is what I mean when I say there's like one area where it's just sort of best to... Let's just leave the supplementaries behind. Oh. I don't want to be here. This takes me to, I think, Norfair? Yeah, I don't want to be there right now. I just need to get the bombs, so I'm just gonna go back this way. Oh, so... My history with Metroid, right. So, as I mentioned just last episode, go check that out if you haven't. But as I mentioned last episode, when I first got my first copy of Metroid, it was, for lack of better words, incomplete. Half the cartridge was literally missing on the inside. And there are just a bunch of chips dangling around. I have to imagine it probably wasn't even a copy of Metroid inside. I shudder to think what it actually was. What is like the most commonplace not Metroid, most commonplace NES game? Because part of me thinks like probably Duck Hunt Mario. Oh. I'm like wasting time. I can feel it wasting away. But, yeah, so last episode I mentioned that the first copy of Metroid I got was incomplete. It was just empty for the most part. It was unplayable at the very least. And... Ooh, I'm playing this too risky. I just need to go. I just need to go. There's no point in me doing this. I'm not even going for the time record. I can just go. There's no reason for me not to go. What's going on? Why is this happening? I'm out. I'm out. I gotta go. My people need me. But because I couldn't play Metroid, I didn't really have a history with Metroid. I didn't... Well, that's just as well. I'll start from the beginning again. I think that's better off anyway. So yeah, I didn't have really a strong history with Metroid. I didn't grow up with well, I didn't play Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime was around, but I didn't play it. And to be honest, I don't think I was, you know, just from hearing the synopsis of Metroid, I just was like, that doesn't sound like something for me. Yeah, like, scary space game? Yeah, no, it's not for me. And I don't know why I thought that, because in hindsight, I'm like, I was a fool. But I just genuinely thought, well, that atmosphere is not for me. I was like, meanwhile, I love aliens, so I don't know what I was on about. But I think I was also like, oh, well, I saw Metroid Prime, I was like, oh, well, I'm not really a big fan of first-person shooters. Which I think has changed over time. But at least when I was, you know, at the time where I would be playing Metroid besides this one, I was like, I'm just not really into it. But one day, yeah, this was after NES Online came out. So a bunch of, you know, the NES games came out. And one of them was, of course, Metroid. And I was on a family vacation, the San Germain family vacation. I'm not going to say where we went, but we rented a nice house, briefly. It was just for like a week, I think. But it was like a gorgeous house that was also by I think it was a lake, might have been a river. But either way, there was a small moat also, and on that moat was apparently alligator infested. So that's interesting to know. Every time there was like a dock there, and every time I crossed the dock and the bridge connecting to the dock, I was like imagining a alligator or a crocodile storming its way across, thinking like, man, if one showed up, I would be doomed. I don't think I could outrun it. I mean, I'm pretty agile. I'm not to boast, but I'm okay athletic-wise. I used to be a very great runner, but you know, I'm not going to outrun that. It's a dinosaur. But anyway, the reason why I mentioned this is because while I was actually in the house, my family, the San Germain family, were all outside fishing. And I don't fish, really. I fished before, but I never quite took much joy in it. It was, at times, leisurely, but, you know, it's the aspect of fishing that just doesn't quite appeal to me. The joy of fishing is the sitting there having fun with your family or friend. To me, it isn't the reeling in a catch. I'm so scared this ripper's gonna get me when I have such low health. Oh, actually. So, because the house was mostly empty, I had a great vacation. Not that I don't love my family, I very much do, but, you know, it's nice to sort of have some time to yourself. And the way I spent this time to myself was watching One Piece a lot. And don't worry, this does tie back into Metroid. But I just wanted to say, yeah, while I was on my family vacation, I watched a lot of One Piece. Like, a lot of One Piece. I don't know how far I got in it. I think I got to what was at that time a third or halfway through. But it was a great time. But that's beside the point. That's not really the story I'm trying to tell. The reason why I say all this is because I had the house to myself for a lot of it. And the only time that my family was in the house as well as I was... I didn't jump for a sec. The only time my family was in the house... That doesn't sound grammatically correct, but it might be. Family is singular... I don't know. But... the only time my family was in the house while I was in the house was at night. And at that time, they were asleep. So, hold on. Wow, the Chozo statue looks very interesting in the original. Wait, this isn't the bomb. I mean, this is much appreciated still. This makes the game a lot better and a lot easier. I should look for the bomb then. But... oh wait, is this... No, it is the long shot. I'm not going to mess around with them. Those birds can suck it. But... I had the house to myself at night. And at this vacation house, it was sort of like, I don't know what the term for it is. Basically, the place already had amenities as well. One of which was, I think, a PlayStation Move. Or something like that. Is this... Oh, no, this might be worthwhile. But... wait, is this... No, okay. But... I didn't want to play PlayStation. I wanted to play my Switch, which I brought with me. So I ended up one day just sitting down. I just finished that day's amount of One Piece episodes that I designated for myself. And... oh, it's just a smorgasbord of these guys. Please. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'll set the scenery. So basically, it was in the middle of the night, and yeah, I was just all nice and cozy. I was wearing soft, warm pajamas. It was raining outside. It was raining and I had a soft wind. It was sort of a chilling wind, to be honest. And I just randomly decided, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night I'm going to try Metroid for the first time. And as I said, I have no experience with Metroid, but I do have experience with Nintendo Land, and I remember the Nintendo Land having a Metroid section, and I remember the Metroid music sounding really good, so I wanted to actually try it out. And so I was sitting there on this nice couch, the rain tapping on the window, the wind howling across its panes, and the whole house was dark. And one more important detail, the room where the TV was in was right next to, you know, it had an opening to the room adjacent. Yeah, there was no door that had just the stairwell that was very acoustically interesting. I'll just say interesting. It was echoey. It had a nice reverb to it. So I started it up, and then the Metroid music started. And a real chill ran down my spine. And I realized I was in for something big. And that was my first time playing Metroid. And much like I'm doing now, I didn't play it with a guide. But yeah, that was one of my Metroids. Oh. Really? I remembered this just sort of being an opening. I don't remember there being this huge long section leading up to it. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It is the final area. But still, it's... But, yeah, so I stayed up that whole night to the wee hours of morning. And it's sort of funny because as we got to the harder sections of Zebes, I actually felt hot because I was wearing very warm pajamas and was feeling... What got me? What killed me? Time killed me. But I was feeling the heat from both my very warm, soft, fluffy pajamas and also the stress of the game. The joyous stress of the game. And I'll never forget that experience. I really don't think I will, because something about sound really can make a memory last a long time for me. Yeah, I can remember like certain sounds very well, and they'll just stick with me a lot longer. And it really made me feel like I was just about to explore the cavernous depths of Zebes. Oh, slow down. That is the one downside of this beam, is that it slows the game down a bit. Not as bad as... oh, the end of the game is a nightmare slow down. If you're not careful, I mean. One of these, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I just need the bomb. I just need the bombs and I can actually play the game. I don't want to finish this episode until we get the bombs, and I don't remember where they are, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. I'm assuming, since I basically navigated as much as I could this way, it must be across the way then. So yeah, did you like that 10-minute version of a 5-minute story? I really liked it. No, it is a very dear memory to me. I will say, once I got to the Metroids, the titular Metroids, I think I spent nearly an hour just dying to them over and over and over again, not realizing what I needed to do. I'm sure that'll happen again this time, because I'll just forget to get the right gun, the right beam, I mean. Because if you don't know, normal beams won't cut it. You need a very specific beam. Oh, I'm so thankful I got the long beam. Oh, this isn't good. What are these things called? They're not Kraid, that's Marvel. To me they look like... Oh no, they look like they begin with a K or an F. I know last episode I said I'd completely remember, but I didn't. There's like funny little fritters frittering around. Okay, is the bomb to the right? I'm gonna say it is. For my sanity, I'm gonna say it is. Probably not, though. Yeah, see, this game, I would say, subscribes to the burn every bush, bomb every wall problem. Not too bad, but it is there. And I think it's important to recognize it. Granted, I kind of like it. One of the games from I mentioned last episode, I got a bunch of... I called them stinkers, but this one isn't so much a stinker. I just think it's... I think it's neat. It's like Milo's Secret Castle or something like that. But that one is, you know, just find the secrets. And there's really nothing else to the game but find the secrets. And there's a lot of secrets. And I'm into that. I don't know if it would make a very good Let's Play, but I'm into it. I don't know when... Oh. Well... Let's try over here. I mean, eventually we have to hit the bombs, right? I mean, that's just an eventuality, right? It has to be. No. This wasn't the right way. Why'd you let me come over here? Oh. Okay. Maybe down and right. I think you fall down faster as a ball. Checks out. I'm so sorry for you for the Metroid experts that are watching this and going, ugh, going the completely wrong way. How could you be such an amateur? I just have zero memory of where exactly the bombs are, and I felt like I knew where they were, but then I went there and it was not there. Ooh. Oh, oh. I'm okay with just a little bit of... Is that quicksand or lava? Because to me it looks like a blueberry cobbler or something like that. It does not look like quicksand or lava. Looks like looks like blueberry oatmeal. Which, I mean, hey, I would be okay with that. I would be okay if I was trapped in there. I mean, to be fair, these bubbles also look like blueberries. Not good. Not good. Not good. Come on. You got any health? Don't leave me hang. Oh. I forgot I could do that. This guy's gonna get me, isn't he? Oh. Not good. Please. Just stop the beeping, please. No. Wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, come back! You scoundrel! Okay, not great, but... that's at least like one hit. Oh, that bird's gonna get me. I can feel it. I did jump, but it didn't register. Almost there. Come on. No, no, no. Okay, despawned it for now. Just gotta get past this guy. 4, 5. Okay, we're in. What are you? Be something. Yes! Bombs received. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for joining me this episode of Metroid. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have an even better night.